We have a coloring book in Teleplay. And let's let it go some more so that you see the full effect. And then what you can do is you can like move the book as well to give it some extra motion. Okay, I think that looks pretty cool. Let's try to move the book again and see what happens. Okay, so if you're making a scene like this, I would maybe keep moving the book like this. And then, so that way it's center with that paint effect where it like goes inside the ball. Okay, so I'm actually making this video for Connie, who is the author of I Love Robots coloring book, and she's the author of other books as well on Amazon, which you can see right here. Okay, so just to keep it simple, I'm gonna focus on the one which we agreed to do a sample of in Teleplay, the I Love Robots coloring book. So I'm gonna pretend that I have this coloring book right here, even though I have this one like right in front of me. So I'm just gonna pretend I have Connie's book. So Connie, the first thing to do when you get your Teleplay kit is to set up your physical kit. So here we have the green screen blanket on a wall with the wall hooks which come with your kit. And the blanket is being lit by two 100-watt LED daylight bulbs. And notice how the green screen is nice and evenly lit. And then we have the book itself not on the green blanket. See, it's about 10 inches away from the green blanket, or maybe like 8 inches. And I put it on a stand like this with a little base below it. And then I put the iPad a little bit higher so that the book is at a perfect angle with where the camera of the iPad is. Okay, and so bottom line, the key thing is to light your green screen. Number one, light your green screen, and number two, light your book, preferably on a base like this. Just keep the two separate, just don't put the book on top of the green screen. Think of those as two separate elements, lighting the book and then lighting the green screen. I have 1, 2, 3 lights lighting the book, but in this case, you may get away with just 1 or 2 lights. Okay, so let's, I'm gonna remove this particular foreground. To remove a foreground, you just press the screen for a couple seconds and press the X right above the red button. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, let's pretend nothing is happening. Let's pretend I just opened up the app. So the first thing you want to do is click on the gear icon. And in the email field, enter the email that you used to purchase the Teleplay kit, and that will unlock all of the paid content within the app that's right here. The second thing you want to do when you open up the app is go to green screen and then click on calibrate. Make sure your lights are already lit, and then click on calibrate. Sorry, I have to press the reset button. Okay, click on calibrate. And notice how after I calibrate it, actually wait, okay, just click on calibrate, okay. And the second thing you want to do is go look for a background. Because after you calibrate, the background will only be seen like once you do the calibration process. So do the calibration and then download a background. I'm gonna go to photo preview here, download a random background. Okay, and notice how it looks kind of bad. Notice it's just not looking good. So what I can do in this case, just click the reset button and voila. Oftentimes clicking the reset button works better than the calibration button, but I do that just to get the ball rolling. The next thing you want to do, and notice this green, ugly green colors right here, which makes it obvious that this is in front of a green screen. All you have to do is go here and click Spill Suppression Enabled, and that'll remove all of that ugly green glare. See how it looks much more natural? Okay. Okay. And now what we can do, so let's start looking. I'm not gonna place the book here just yet because because the book takes up a lot of this space on the screen, I wanna first find the background without the book being there. So I Love Robots coloring book. So I'm thinking for this particular scene, maybe we can do like some kind of industrial background and then a heart's foreground effect. So let's start browsing. So one of my go-to background choices, I think in your case, I'll just start. One of my go-to background choices is AI generated backgrounds, and then go to photo preview. Some of the thumbnails here are missing. I don't know why that's happening. I'll get that fixed within a couple of days. And then just start browsing random backgrounds to see what works for you. And then notice how you can, assuming you're using iOS, you can resize the backgrounds. Okay. Let's see if that works. Not a fan of it. Looking for something kind of industrial. Or perhaps something futuristic. Now, what about neon steps? Maybe that can work. Okay, that's kind of interesting, and it doesn't take too much attention away from the actual, product. Okay, what if we try that? Okay, now let's place the book on the surface. Okay, and now let's add a heart foreground effect. So if we go to love, or something to do with like love, definitely check out the love category. Let's see what we can do. What about this? So I'm downloading Hearts 15. Let's see if that kind of fits. Okay, I mean, I think there's just, I guess that can kind of work. Well, let's see what happens when we let the effect go. Okay, that can kind of work. I think maybe there's a little bit too much going on. Love. Let's see what else we can do. What about hearts 2? Oh, I mean, maybe something like this. It's very cartoony, obviously, but maybe that's something that can work well for your particular scene. And sorry, I'm gonna have to just update the app too, so you don't have to keep going back to, where you started from when you go to the foreground category section. What if we do hearts 1? Oh. Okay, for this particular book, a little bit cheesy, but I think for your scene, I think that can kind of work well. What if you put the heart effect around, see how in your book you have the heart logo? So what if you put these hearts emanating from that heart? And I think that can look really nice. Well, I think for the love category, that's it. But let me show you, let me think of other effects for you. So give me a sec, because I know this is far from the only book that you have. So we have, a lot to do with love, Halloween, colors, monsters, nature. Okay, so I'm sensing like three main themes, at least just by a quick glance. So we got love, we got Halloween, and something psychedelic, fantasy. So let's just focus on three things. Love, Halloween, and fantasy. Let's just do those three themes. So love, Halloween, and fantasy. So in terms of foreground effects, let me show you where those types of effects are. So let me scroll down. So this mystical is a good fantasy category. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely gonna have to switch so you don't have to scroll back down every time you do that. Okay. Gold Fairy. Yeah, so definitely check out the mystical foreground category for something fantasy related. Okay. The love category, definitely check out that one. You know, you can have something like this as well. Oh, for Halloween, check out the spooky category. We have a lot going on there. Well, not too many effects, but enough to get you started. This can work well if like the book is more black. This effect works well if the background or what's behind it is darker. We have a skeleton. Let's see, Halloween projector ghost skeleton. Let's see what this does. Oh, okay, that can kind of work. Okay, let's move forward. So love, Halloween, fantasy. Maybe something with love, you can do something luxury related, so check out this category as well. Yeah, maybe not, but something interesting. Maybe if you want some kind of sale, maybe check out the text animations. Maybe something rainbow related with a lot of colors. So we've covered love, we've colored Halloween. Let's do some fantasy backgrounds as well. And foregrounds, and foregrounds which can work for pretty much anything. Something fun. Okay, definitely check out this foreground effect within the rainbow foreground category. Maybe if you're doing something with a sports theme, we added some soccer ball animations. Okay, to remove an effect, just hold the screen for 3 seconds and then click X. The nature transitions category works for a lot of different products. Flowers full sequence is one of my favorites. Okay, fantasy, sparkle and particle effects. Definitely check out this category for fantasy related things. For example, you can have like a nice kind of like effect like that. You can also have, I know we have some fireworks effects in here. Okay, let's remove that. Plants and flowers, if you want to do something with nature, animals. I know we have some fantasy animals in here, such as a dragon. You can resize it so that it makes sense. Too far. Okay. Well, you get the idea. Definitely check out the animals for more fantasy animals. The animals foreground category here. Water and liquids has some cool, just general liquid effects. Can be fantasy related if you want. Oh, that's kind of cool. Bulbasaur! Okay. Okay, sci-fi effects. I mean, I think it's pretty much self-explanatory at this point. And to like the foreground categories make it pretty clear what's going on. With more you can find more fantasy related things in these categories right here. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm a little winded. I was running before this. Anyways, Connie, I hope this is enough to get you started. And also, I think if you're so there's a lot of foreground effects, and if you're looking specifically for some backgrounds which you can't find or simply aren't in the app, let me know and I'll add them. And that's it. So Connie, please let me know if this helps.